day. Another video, welcome back to the channel everybody. Today we are watching The Vampire Diaries. This is episode 15 of season 8. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the series so far. It is honestly getting so close to the end. It is a sad day, honestly. Every single episode that I'm clicking on, I'm just seeing it getting smaller and smaller every time to one episode left after this, and it's devastating, isn't it? It actually is devastating. Like, I can't believe that we're about to finish it, and I'm not going to watch it today either. I'm going to like tease myself, do you know what I mean, and wait a whole day and watch it tomorrow just so I can prolong it myself. I just don't want to rip that off, like rip the band-aid off, so to speak, and just get it over and done with. I just want to like harness the whole entire, like love for the show and read all the comments, obviously get excited for the final episode after you guys have watched this one. So I mean, it's mental, honestly. I can't believe we're about to finish it soon. But if you guys want to vote for your most liked characters and dislikes of season 8, you can do that in the link below. And also, like I mentioned in the last video, we have now got one for the whole entirety of The Vampire Diaries. From season 1 to season 8, there is a big, massive list of every single character that we have loved and we have hated that is in that list. You can go and vote 3 times for your obviously top 3 characters, and we will aggregate the most votes from obviously Patreon and then obviously YouTube when they get to hit that episode. So it's got to be so good. Now, recapping the last episode, which was actually amazing as well. So we started the episode off with Kai in a bar singing "Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door." Sick, that song, honestly. I put it in my playlist after watching Kai obviously sing that. And he'd done a little salute to Stefan and a boom mic drop, and he went over and Stefan was like, "Look, mate, I know that you handed Elena over to Cade, but I also know that you've took the weapon that can kill him and you're using it as some sort of like leverage over him so that obviously he doesn't send you back to hell. Now, just hand it over to me and I'll do the work and I'll go and kill him for you." Well, he was saying, Kai, that the thing is though, if you kill Cade, there's rumour that a whole of hell will be destroyed as well, so I'm not going to do that. But he tried to siphon some powers off Stefan. Clearly can't happen because he's now mortal. He was like, wow, this is massive news, but I'll tell you what, this is going to hurt. And he stabbed Stefan's hand. Now, while obviously that was happening, Damon come behind him, snapped his neck. They've obviously took the dagger out. They've got that. They've gone and put him inside the armoury. What's funny is, at the armoury, Caroline and Rick, they're bickering like proper couple, mate, the 2 children, because it turns out that Liz and Joel, they've been doing magic at school, literally, and it's not the 3 days that Rick's been saying, it's been going on for some time. So obviously they're going at it after they've dropped Kai into the armoury. And what's interesting is Stefan and Damon have gone to attack Cade. Stefan's got a plan with Alaric that he's going to ring the bell, kaboom, boom, boom. While he's doing that, he's going to distract Cade because it's obviously getting inside his head. It's not giving him focus. And while he's a bit weak, Stefan's going to go over and he's going to stab him. Well, it was actually working. He got a couple of stabs in, not like proper ones, but a couple of little gashes, and he was stabbing him and he was putting it into his heart. And then, while that was happening, Kai actually broke out of the armoury. He was saying, look, mate, the reason why your children's magic has been doing it like this is because you brought him to this armoury, place full of magic, mystical objects, hundreds of years old, and it's just a literal siphon heaven, and it's everywhere. It's all around the walls. Actually, it's in the walls. And he put his hand up onto the glass like that, and it all shattered and smashed and knocked Caroline out. And then he picked Caroline's phone up, rang Alaric. He had a big axe that he took off the wall, and he was like, look, mate, I'm going to go and kill your children. Come and get me. He loves it, doesn't he? He loves a good cat and mouse chase. So Alaric stopped ringing the bell. Unlucky for Stefan though, he's gone to go and get his kids. Stefan was about to kill Cade. It didn't work. Cade obviously regained his strength because the bell stopped ringing, and then went after Stefan. And then obviously Damon come running in. He was like, look, Damon, I'm going to give you an option here. You either save Stefan or save Cal. You want to save a soul, because that is what they wanted to do. They wanted to save Stefan. I'm going to give you an option. Save Stefan or Elena. And boom, set Elena's coffin on fire. And Damon, yeah, madness, wasn't even an option. He said, I'll kill myself, mate. Take mine. And literally got stake, boom, killed himself, all for his brother, which is well fascinating. So Damon's dead. He's gone. He's into like the other side now, whatever you'd want to call it. And Cade's there. He's trying to find him. He's like, Damon, mate, you can't hide. Come, come give me your soul, come to hell, the place where you belong. Well, while that's happening, obviously Cade has left this dagger in Elena's coffin because obviously he's been distracted of the sacrifice that Damon's just done, and Bonnie turns up. You know, he's trying, like, Cade's trying to drag Damon's soul towards him, and Bonnie's there trying to drag Damon back, like she's countering him because she's done the same thing as Cade, where she's created her own little like universe from the strength and the psychic powers and the scream that she let out when Enzo died. So that's interesting. She was fighting him. Obviously she didn't win, but she was showing some absolute strength. Like, I would have thought Cade would just zap Damon across, but she was showing some power, and she was putting up a good fight. And while all this was going on, Stefan, in the present, so not in this like reality thing, got that stake, ran over, absolutely stabbed Cade, and then he like glowed all the way up and just exploded, which is mental. And then it must have shattered Damon's body right back into the present because he actually hadn't fully died. That's what I was thinking. He hasn't fully died, so his body come back. And then obviously we had a sick reunite. They had a nice hug. We had like a thanking of Bonner. The team is obviously working very well and very strong together. And what's well good is that Rick managed to get back to the armory. He tricked Kai, honestly, into the, what would you call it, like the locked cell that they had behind the hidden wall, because he was playing noises, and he thought that the kids was there, and it wasn't. It was Rick, and he had a good fight. And as Kai was about to get the upper hand, Caroline come in, snapped his neck, obviously saved Alaric. So I mean, that was great. The fight with Cade was great. And then what made it even more interesting is, well, first of all, we had Stefan and Damon sat in a car, and Stefan was like, look mate, I think it's time obviously to go and get away from here, get away from Caroline and stuff. Not because he don't like her, because he feels like that's the best thing to do. And Damon said, look brother, I've done that. It was a mistake. The best thing for you to do is to be around your friends and your family in this time. They're the only ones that can help you get through it. And it worked. Stefan stayed. He went back to the armory, knocked on the door, she opened it. He was on his knees, mate. He was like, marry me. Done another amazing proposal. That's two amazing ones that he's done. I've loved them. And obviously, hopefully, well, we're going to get a June wedding, because I think that's what it's actually called, this episode. So I'm well excited for that. And then we finished off with Kai being tied up, and Bonnet was laughing at him pretty much because it looks like she's locked him in another prison world. So he's pretty devastated. But he was laughing because he was like, mate, you think Cade was the baddest person that he could have had running hell? Mate, there's the myth, the legend, the baddest bitch ever, Catherine, mate. I can't believe it. So that's what he said anyway. So I'm guessing Catherine's running hell. This is going to be crazy. We're going to see her for the final 2 episodes. I'm well excited. So thanks for clicking my video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you do, please smash a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into the second to last ever episode of The Vampire Diaries. Okay, this is called We're Planning a June Wedding. Now, if this is not Caroline, I don't know what it is. I'm going to say Caroline, right? But I bet you any money it's a curveball and it's Elena. I bet you. But I've got to say it's Caroline. It's Caroline's wedding today, and or whatever, I'm guessing, or next episode, so it's got to be Caroline. Oh, it's Elena straight away, you can tell. Well, Catherine.
Are you part of my Uber pool?
So excited to see Neil the Hook Rev, man.
I don't want to talk about us, or Enzo, or Stefan, or anything, except the trouble headed our way.
So the victim was here until you closed. Did he say where he was going, if he was meeting up with anyone? Give me a minute. Dad, when did you get back?
Just this morning. I wanted to tell you in person. Hey, I thought you were going to give me a minute with him first.
I saw you two talking. I couldn't wait to see my son.
I was hoping we could all get dinner tonight.
I hate this,
Professor. How do we get rid of the Queen of Hell?
Maybe she's biding her time.
Or putting our own plan together?
Either way, you're gonna need a new weapon. This doesn't mean you and I are cool. Cade was killed with a dagger that was made from his bones, fused into glass by a white, hot flame.
We've got every last one of Catherine's bones in the cave underneath the old church.
Would putting the bone in a metal dagger do the trick? My parents are in town. I could ask my dad for help.
Stefan and I will go on bone fetching duty.
Dory and I will research the alternative to fighter.
Maybe there's a way to destroy the dimension itself. Destroying hell destroys her.
She's obsessed with Stefan and insanely jealous. She sees anyone making him happy, she won't be able to control herself.
Wedding day,
We
innit?
throw the one party Catherine would never miss. Who doesn't love a wedding?
Throw it together like some shotgun Vegas wedding.
Yeah, it's happening fast.
I never got to explain to you why I said yes to Stefan.
I know why you said yes. Can't watch you marry him. Can't watch him be happy.
I understand. I'm so sorry. I know that I am one step removed from the reason that you lost Enzo. Bonnie, I love you so much.
It's a tough one, that. I think that Bonnie should be going to the wedding, to be honest. Like, just because you don't like Stefan, right, you got to be there for your best friend's best moment of her entire life. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to be happy for Stefan, but you have to be happy for Caroline. That's my personal opinion. Like, you don't have to like Stefan at all, but you can witness your friend. Like, do you know what I mean? You can, like, look and just block Stefan out over there and just look at Caroline and how happy she is and the day she's dreamt of all her life and, you know, go there. I think it's a bad move, to be honest. And I hope that, I mean, there's only 2 episodes left, so we're not going to get it much, but I hope that Bonnie doesn't sit around the way she was sat, no, I was drinking a drink, like, yeah, like, judging. That's what I felt. I just felt like a proper judgy combo then. Like, even though she's got every right to be mad at Stefan, I just, like, you know, I just want happy vibes now. I know Enzo's dead, gutting, yeah, it is gutting. But Catherine coming back is giving me a happy vibe. I can't wait to see her. And, like, this wedding, again, another happy vibe. I'm excited, and I just don't need no Debbie Downers.
Catherine won't let the ceremony get that far.
Caroline and Bonnie are probably already rehearsing. You don't want to seem unprepared. The you that's going to marry Caroline Forbes tomorrow, the you that I've known for almost 200 years, you didn't do it. You know you can get ordained online? Did it this morning. I'm Catherine, the bitch that will destroy your lives for all eternity. Look at the path that she sent us down. Ripper sprees, the originals, the cure, doppelgangers. Happy bachelor party, little brother.
Bachelor party down there.
This place hasn't changed a bit. Vicky used to fill my glass on the sly. I've had a lot of time to think these last few years. People do change, believe it or not. Don't worry, I won't get all weepy before the drinks arrive.
I would believe in that. Again, this is just one of those situations where I think, unless she's here for a purpose, why she's been dropped in the final 2 episodes? Does that make sense? Because the only time we've seen her, I can't remember what season it was, but I can't remember what she'd done either. But also remember is I really disliked her. Like, I absolutely hated her, I think. And Matt kicked her out, and I was like, yeah, good on you, Matt, mate. Literally, I would have done the same thing. Like, she was with Tyler. Did she start kissing Tyler? And then she was like, just judging Matt and all that. Literally, Matt done the right thing, and now she's here, second to last episode. What is the purpose? Maybe that's the purpose.
What happens when you get older and die? Come back from hell.
Who that killed? Oh, fucking hell, I said that. Look, if it was her that killed that first person, it was definitely Elena Walken. She looked too slim and too, like, but we didn't see her face, did we? Good twist. So she's come back. She's got a kill to stay alive. Mental. Just answered my question. Why is she in the second to last episode?
Human, Stefan, is a lightweight.
I'm saying Catherine's shot that.
This is not my fault, Caroline. Looks like I'm gonna need a new drinking buddy.
I said that, man. Guy's human. He can't drink anymore.
You don't need pain to keep our connection alive. You are a witch after all.
A witch who can't do magic.
Therefore, you can attend the wedding without fear of losing your link to me.
It's not why I'm skipping the wedding.
The real Stefan is back. He's the one who's getting married tomorrow. And trust Caroline. Trust how she feels.
Are you actually happy?
I'm imagining us next to a little church I remember in the French countryside. And after our wedding, we dance. Which is I'm the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
I got one more.
No more practice speeches.
To a Mystic Falls mom who started out by hating me and became one of my closest friends. She was loving. And not only did she protect this town, but she raised an incredible daughter to Liz Forbes. Gone, but never forgotten.
Bonnie's not coming. My girls can't be there. Elena won't be there.
Hold that thought. You said it was for future me. A guy who'd one day ask for your forgiveness. Let's save that for another Salvatore bonding night. I just wanted you to know that Elena will be with you tomorrow. But just so we're clear, I want that back.
Something borrowed.
Right. What's the saying again? Something old, something borrowed, something new, something blue. It's definitely not that. I feel like it is. I don't know. I mean, I'm interested. What's this new? It's got new in it, surely. What's the new one, mate? A new present. I can't wait for it, literally. Has she got a ring back from Stefan yet? You know, the engagement one that she's giving back to him? I've not seen it. I'm excited. Also, how much has Enzo evolved, man? I said it, I can't remember, last episode or episode before, and how much he's changed. Well, from the first time he died and how much he wanted revenge to like now, as after he's found happiness with Bonnie, and how much his outlook's changed on life. He's literally improved so much. I think he's had an amazing season. And the fact is, I was gutted that he died, right? And I think I even said at the time, I think it was a few episodes too soon, because we still had like 5 episodes left, and I thought that, you know, why we took him out now? But I'm actually really happy that he's made an appearance in at least like 3 of the 4 episodes that he's not technically been in it now. Yeah, okay. No, not everybody can see him, only Bonnie, but I would say the majority of the time in this season, it was just him and Bonnie anyway. That episode when he died, it was them two the whole episode, and then Stefan come in, and then obviously they've had just the whole episodes of when he was chilling in the woods, and most of the episodes he's not even been around people, so it's just him and Bonnie, and I've loved all of the scenes, and I hope Bonnie does go to the wedding, like he said, man. Like, literally, the Stefan that killed me was not the Stefan that you're friends with, not the Stefan that Caroline's marrying, and not the Stefan that we all know. So you've got to just, you know, put that bad Stefan aside and appreciate this one and be there and support your friend. And I agree, Enzo, totally. Well said, mate.
Yeah, well, you and I both know that Catherine would smell a rat if they weren't there.
True.
Daddy, come practice with us!
Oh, I'd love to, sweetheart, but Daddy has to go back to work.
Rick,
Can I wear this?
I'm pretty sure that's Mommy's.
something new. I also have something blue, something old, and something borrowed.
Oh, it's half a Rick. I actually really liked that because I know how hard it is for him to do.
I thought you'd come straight from your workshop with it. The one they asked you to make from Catherine's bones.
Finish in time to take a shower so I can get here a little early. I gave it to Stefan already. Hey.
Oh, she killed Matt's dad. Damn mad. What is that crappy knife that she's
Maybe I
got?
should hold on to that. If she lays a hand on you, I will cut her up into tiny little pieces and I will serve her at the wedding buffet.
Hope I get to see you have this one day with Elena.
Someone need a best man.
Oh, mate, that's so good.
Hopefully your hero hair hasn't fallen off. By then.
Do you know what's actually got me thinking? That Catherine's maybe inside Matt's mum? I'm not saying... No, I'm not saying that. I'm not having it. If that is the truth, then that's crap, innit? I'm just talking myself out of it. I want Catherine to be eating Catherine, Elena, Nina Dobrev's body, not somebody else's.
Where's Dad?
I haven't seen him all day. I'm sure he'll be here soon.
Catherine knows your girl's not going to have a small, intimate gathering.
He's really smart.
You girls will go in front of Mommy, and then Mommy will just walk herself down the aisle, and it will all be fine. You're here.
Oh, I have a selfish reason.
I hope that she actually gets to walk down the aisle properly. Yes, it is Catherine. Oh, they're both fighting for it. Get in there.
If we could create a massive amount of energy that breaches the psychic plane of hell, we might be able to destroy it. Or we don't have to talk.
Did I ever tell you why I came to Mystic Falls? I was hunting Damon. He had killed my first wife. And I found out he had turned her, and that was what she wanted. I guess I didn't have the energy to hate somebody forever. Done things that no apology can heal.
She looks good there, man.
You just have to keep going, no matter how much you've lost. Losing those people is what brought us together. It's what made us family.
I do love that. Now just show me Caroline. What's in that necklace? I didn't see.
Where did you get that necklace?
Oh, here we go.
You gave it to me.
No, I didn't. That's Catherine's. We want her to see you wearing it.
You think she's already here?
We are gathered here today to witness the joining of these two epic lovebirds. But before we begin, if anyone has any objections to this union, please speak now. Anyone? Seems like no one's objecting, so we will continue with the ceremony.
We will?
Oh, did she not?
Stefan, take this lovely woman to be your lawfully wedded wife.
I do.
Do you, Caroline, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
I believe the bride and groom have chosen to write their own vow.
We haven't.
Off the tongue, mate. In it.
You've been my friend, my conscience. You saw light in me when all I saw was darkness. You told me once that I would fall madly in love without realizing it, and that's what happened.
I remember saying that to you. It's funny the things we remember out of all the years that go by. I remember how you told me that when I was ready for you, you would be ready for me. I've been ready for this day since the moment I first saw you. I will always remember this moment. 100 years from now, I will remember this moment.
Munchkins. Rings.
With this ring, I thee wed.
With this ring, I thee wed.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Well, cute. Oh, she didn't even attack. Okay, do you know what? I've got to say, well done to the show writers. To be fair, because it would have been like, do you know when we got that first Damon and Elena moment, and he was in the fire and he was going for it, and then we kept cutting back to, I think it was Caroline and Stefan when he was talking about the side bond, and it was like, oh man. Like, I get it. You could have had that in there. You could have had it in at the end of it. You just needed to give us that full moment of them kissing, them dancing, them having a good time, them getting that connection that we've all wanted. It didn't need the breaks. We didn't need interruptions, and that's it now. Like, Catherine can come in now, they fucking mess everything up, destroy loads of people, cause chaos. But at least we got a whole Caroline walking down the aisle, the good vows, Damon saying the nice things. You know, like just everything that they said was just great. She looked beautiful. They looked amazing in their suits, and just everything was good. And it didn't need a break. It didn't need to be paused or nothing. And I thought they'd done a great job then. So I've got to say fair play to everybody. And I absolutely loved the vows that they said as well. Straight off the cuff, obviously. It's straight from the heart. I do enjoy it. And now, did Stefan put the ring on the finger? I know it's obviously his ring finger, but did he used to wear his thingy ring there? I feel like he did, because like we kind of zoomed in on it. So again, that's interesting. Now I'm switch away from Caroline, and go straight to Catherine and Vicky Donovan. Is that a name? And what the hell's going on? No, Vicky's a mum. And what's going on with these, mate? Are they both fighting for this blade?
Why send the necklace but skip the wedding? So nice having you back, Bon. Warms my cold, dead heart.
Oh, that was good, that.
When your well is drying up.
Come on. Oh, it's gas. Yeah, that Steffo caused an explosion. No one's saving that now.
Mom, where'd you go? You can't just bail in the middle of a wedding. You're lucky Catherine didn't kill you.
Catherine didn't do this.
Favorite best man to make a little toast. I have waited a whole lot of years to make this speech.
I'll take it from here, gorgeous. Honestly, say, I'm not sure what all the fuss is about. Too bad your mother's dead. Maybe if you hadn't tried to cure cancer, she might have lived to see this. You're worse than either of them. What you did to Vicky, shame on you. I never had a chance either. Now, this town made up its mind about me long time ago. Sent me packing without a second thought.
Oh, you deserved it, man.
You never knew I was dead. Now, the only one who gave a damn about me was Catherine. Where's she? I had no idea. I was busy causing a gas leak in the house.
That house is goners. No, I'm sorry. I mean, that was good. But, what's her name? Kelly Donovan, right? All that stuff that she was saying, oh, you all look down on me. It's mate. Your own actions made people look down on you, yeah? People won't look down on you if you was a good person. You're terrible, literally. And the stuff that you done with Tyler, you was never around for Mark, never around for Vicky. You was always in and out with guys, you know what I mean? Like, you're the reason why people have that opinion of you. You know, people don't just make stuff up. They physically see it. They're like, she's a terrible parent. Matt, yeah, cast you away. And he said, what? You've not spoken to him for years. Obviously, you've died, but why? The guy's not going to come chasing you because you don't come and chase him. If someone, that's the same. It's a two-way street. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't say to you, oh, well, you know, we've not spoken for 2 years. You never called. Well, did you ever call me? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a one-way street, and that's what she thinks it is. I want Bonnie to walk out of this now on fire.
Whatever you guys are doing, keep doing it. Okay?
How else do you think you've been able to stay connected to me? Let them siphon you, Bonnie.
I hope he's telling the truth, man.
I believe we'll be together again. When I see you again, there'll be only peace, and no one will ever part us. Show them how to do the spell.
I love having Enzo.
What'd I do?
I fucking love Enzo, me.
Live your life, Bonnie Bennett. All of it.
I love you.
I love you.
Modus.
That looks absolutely sick, mate, honestly. What the hell, man?
Oh, my babies.
She promised me nothing. Oblivion, emptiness. Anything is better than endless torture now.
Is she ringing the bell?
What is Catherine planning?
I need to see Elena's face.
She can't create hellfire. Only someone from the Maxwell bloodline can do that.
And it's a good thing you weren't an only child.
Vicky. Disappointed it's not Nina Dobrev. I feel like she's not going to be in the show at all. Oh, come on now, man. You've not stopped it there, because I'm not going to believe, right, when we start the next episode, that somebody's going to get to her in time before she rings that bell 12 times. I'm just not going to believe it. I'm just not, like, she's got to ring it, right. In that moment there, she must have rang the bell 3 or 4 times at least. We've seen her ring it once, and then she talked a little bit. She's fell on the floor. Got her rang it at least another 2-3 times in that section. And then we're going to start the next episode with obviously the, like, oh, what if? But it's like, nah, man. Like, literally, nobody would be in that vicinity. The only people that we know that could get there quickly, but not that fast, is Damon and Caroline. Are they the only vampires physically that we know now? Stefan's not one. Obviously, Catherine. I don't even know if she's here, and I'm actually disappointed that we're not seeing Nina Dobrev. Now, if we don't see her in the last episode, I'm going to be very disappointed in her as a physical person in real life, because I would feel like it was her being stubborn and not coming in the show. Do you know? Because I knew that person walking at the start wasn't his mum, because the body shape wasn't it, and the hair and the suit all black did look like Elena, well, Catherine from the back, and the way she was dancing, well, not dancing, but like swaying. And like I was saying, when she was walking into that bell tower there, it looks like Catherine from the back, but until I physically see her face, I don't think it's, well, I was going to say, I don't think it's her, but then we actually got told that it was Vicky before I could say that. So, I mean, I don't mind that it's Vicky, but I'm absolutely, like, wounded that it's not it's not Catherine and Dobrev. I'm pretty devastated with that, actually. The episode's been a great episode. I always think as well, when they involve fire, that they should always make the people look like they're wet and sweating after it. They don't do that in this show. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I just think it'd be... How far can you say realistic? You know, we're watching all supernaturals and all magic and all this mad stuff, and, you know, like 2 little girls are doing, like, holding fire away. So, I mean, you got to have some sort of, like, boundaries. But in terms of, yeah, like, I would just love that sort of stuff. Like, they should come out and they should be dying, coughing on the floor, like, all the smoke got to him, and, like, they should be sweating, they should be soaking, all the clothes should be wet. But, you know, that's just me going into it hardcore. But in terms of that, the whole episode was absolutely sick. I loved it. I loved that he didn't break the walk from Caroline walking all the way down to saying the vows. The whole clip, I loved that they didn't actually interrupt it. Going to wrap up today's video. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We have one final episode left, and then we are done. We've just finished episode 170. Mental. Thank you so much, obviously, for everybody that's been on the ride so far. Now, I'm very much hoping that Catherine/Elena is in the last episode. I'm loving the scenes with Enzo. I think that he's had an amazing season. I think his character from the season where he was trying to get Sarah Salvatore and use her as like bait to annoy Stefan, to where he is now, levels, honestly. Like, he's so good now. Now, if this is last episode, he's gone out well. He's gone out in a blaze of fire. That's what he's done. He actually was in the fire. He said some good stuff to Bonnie. That's all he cares for, is Bonnie, literally. And it just reminds me that all Damon cares for is Elena. Do anything for her. And you know what? He's been a wise counsel, Enzo, to Bonnie. He's kind of like, he's told her everything correctly. He's not been selfish. He's not, you know, like, dwelled on what's happened to him. He's literally tried to state facts. He's tried to be reasonable, logical, and he's saying to her, look, mate, I believe that we're going to meet again, and that's all I need, mate. I'm going to be happy, and when you pass, you know, once you've lived your life, once you've done everything that you need to do, I'll be here for you. Me and you together forever. We can ride off into the sunset. We can get married. We can go to Paris. You know, we could do whatever we want. And I'm just like, I'm loving it. I think he's had, again, like I think he's had a great season. Now, I really love the what would you call it, the vows that Stefan said to Caroline. I really enjoyed them, and I think Caroline looked amazing walking down the aisle. She looked really beautiful, and she said as well that she thinks that maybe she fell for him the first time she seen the mysterious boy in the school corridor. Imagine that. Imagine if that was true. Obviously, it's not true. I think, was she with Damon at the time, or Damon was compelling her? Madness, anyway. So she definitely didn't fall for him there. But they definitely have, ever since she first transitioned into being a vampire, Stefan was like, I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to be there. You can call me. I'm going to help you. And then that was when the friendship started blossoming. Now, I never got relationship vibes until possibly later on anyway. So it's after Klaus, do you know, like, I never got, so Klaus was in it. Did he leave in episode season 4? I never got the Stefan and Caroline vibes up until that season. And then after that, they've just got closer and closer in friendships. People have, like, I think we still had the Will, Stefan and Elena, Damon and Elena going in maybe season 5, but then as that started drifting away and Elena and Damon started like forming a relationship, which should have happened much sooner, because this with Caroline could have happened much sooner, but then when Marco's come in, that is when it started all clicking into place, and I was gagging for it, literally absolutely gagging for it. And I'm really happy that they managed to obviously get married without any I mean, obviously they got some mad interruptions at the end, like his mum coming in and trying to kill his dad, and then trying to kill all the Mystic Falls. She said that the only promise that Catherine gave her was nothing, as in, like, I'm not going to give you anything, which means at least you're not going to be tortured and burned and set on fire for the rest of your life. I'm just going to give you nothing. I'm just going to stop that. And she's happy to do that. She's probably happily being dead now, like dead and gone, and just floating off into a bliss with nobody around. That's probably much better than being there every day burning. We've seen it. How Damon potentially looked like he was going to be. Why would you want that? Literally, honestly, if heaven and hell was a thing, if you didn't go to heaven and you was going to hell, obviously you don't want that. But what I'm saying is, like, imagine that was it. You was just there every day, burning. You know, it'd be obviously hell. And to be honest, if the baddest of the baddest of the baddest of the baddest people went down there, you know, your child killers, your rapists, you know, people that actually just kill people in general, all them people, that is what a real hell should be for. You should deserve to be in there on fire. But, like, I mean, she was moaning that nobody, you know, noticed that she died or Matt or something, and she was like, everybody judged me when I was here. And it's just like, look, mate, people judge you from the actions that you take, and you didn't take good ones. Now, I really like how Alaric, I like what he was saying, actually, when Caroline was walking down just before it, and he was just expressing how, like, everyone's relationships had fashioned and got to the point at this moment where the family. I did enjoy that, and I like how he went and embraced her, gave her a hug, and was like, go and get it, or do you know, or something like that, because I know how hard that is on him, because he actually did really like Caroline, didn't he? Like, even though when they were supposed to be together, he actually was like more all in, and she was like, I don't know, she was playing happy family, he was like really committed, and I'm just happy that he's happy, that she's happy, do you know what I mean? That's a nice thing. Now, we've got to finish on, obviously, this bell being rang. If it doesn't ring and start burning, at least next episode, then it will be disappointing. It actually will be, because I feel like nobody can get there in time. I physically feel nobody's getting to that tower in time. They're not. She's got to have rang it a few times, and if she hasn't rang it 12 times, then I don't know why she's doing it in slow motion. Literally, she must be going at 0.5 speed while everyone else is in 4 or 5 times speed. So I'm intrigued, I'm excited. We've got one episode left. You can vote for your favourite characters for this season and the whole entirety of the show from season 1 to 6. I'd like to thank every single person that watched today's video. If you did enjoy it, please smash the like, it really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will catch you for one more episode of this amazing show. Cheers, guys.